Thanks for coming this morning. It's been a nice weather day for us to appreciate what's going on behind us. My name's Brian Rague. I'm the Dean of the College of Engineering, Applied Science, and Technology at Weber State. And obviously excited about this project, excited about the people involved with the project, and looking forward to what's going to happen behind us, and also how it's going to benefit our students and our local community. That's what we're all about at Weber State. Nilsson Homes, obviously a great partner in this effort. They're committed to designing homes that are affordable, efficient, maintainable on a single income. And in partnership with Weber State, they are exploring alternative construction methods and materials that drive down costs while increasing durability and energy performance. And that's essentially what we're looking for in the future, right? This is groundbreaking stuff that's happening behind us. I wanted to introduce, or at least recognize some of the key folks here. We've got Mayor Ben Nadolski here to join us in this important event. Also, owner and president of Nilsson Homes, Jed Nilsson. Again, appreciate his contributions and his efforts in working with us. Also, Matt Meyer, who's our program coordinator at the Weber State's Program for Construction Management. And all together, we've got Weber State, and there's Tom. Tom Hales is also our chair of Construction and Building Sciences at Weber State. So if you see people wearing purple, those are the folks that are obviously self-identified as Weber State folks. So the first step in the partnership is a pilot project, a test home being built in Ogden using Sabscreet, an innovative material that replaces traditional framing. Weber State students will be directly involved in the design, construction management, and evaluation of this home, gaining experience in both process innovation and product development. Nothing could be better than that. Real-world experience, hands-on experience. Weber State is at the core of that. Jed Nilsson and his collaboration and his partnership is going to make this happen. So I wanted to introduce Matt Meyer, who's I already mentioned, our program coordinator for construction management. So thank you, everybody, for being here to join in our celebration.
Thanks, Brian. This is the end of 5 years of hard work from a lot of people who were determined to make this happen, and I want to thank all of them. Some are here and some aren't, but this is a big step and it's a bold step. We talk about the housing. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Matt Meyer. I'm the program coordinator for the Construction Management Department at Weber State University. We talk about the housing affordability crisis. We talk about the need to lower the cost of homes. And it's a real thing, and I'm sure that all of you are either in the position where the housing crisis is affecting you, or you know someone very close to you that needs to be in a home but can't, or needs to be on that path to building generational wealth but can't. To get there, it's going to require bold steps, and this is a bold step. Tons of thanks go out to Weber State, to Nilsson Homes for being brave enough and risky enough to look at some crazy ideas and say, maybe we can work with this, maybe we can turn this into something good. So a lot of thanks to all of you for being here. Just a little bit about the home. We'll have a regular concrete foundation, and then there'll be blocks of styrofoam. Nothing inside the styrofoam, just styrofoam. 8-inch walls on the outside, 6-inch walls on the inside. You just build it like Legos, and 12 inches for the flat roof. It's sloped, but there's no wood or metal structural in the whole building. What holds it together is a layer of a concrete-like substance called Sabscreet that you trowel a 1/2 inch on the outside and a 1/4 inch on the inside. And it's like an exoskeleton that holds the whole thing together. Turns out that it's up to 5 times stronger structurally. It can hold back a lot more wind performs a lot better for fire. And so the thing that we don't know is can we come up with a way to efficiently build this thing, and how much is it going to cost, and how repeatable is it? And that's why we test, and that's why we learn. So thanks everyone to learning with us, and we hope that this is just the start of something great that that Nilsson Homes, that Weber State, and that this community can take part in. So thank you. With that, I'm going to turn the time over to Jed Nilsson.
Thanks, Matt. Well, this is a really big day for myself and for my company. As Matt mentioned, Nilsson Homes has had affordability on our forefront for years and years. And if you think about this, this was actually presented to me by Roger Best that works for me, that he said to me one day, he said, have you really considered the fact that it takes usually two people working 40 hours a week for 30 years of their lives to pay for shelter? And shelter is at the bottom of the hierarchy of needs. And so we're literally dedicating 30 years of our entire lives just to pay to live indoors. And a structure is intended to just keep cold air out when it's too cold and keep hot air out when it's too hot. And yet somehow we've turned it into this thing that's so unaffordable. And so we at Nilsson Homes decided years ago that we wanted to innovate and look at new ideas and new methods of developing and home building so that we could get to the point where we could build homes that people could afford on a single income. And obviously 2020 hit and the goalpost got moved quite a bit. Then 2022 hit and the goalpost got moved even more with rates going up. But we're still committed to that vision, and we believe that working with Weber State and with progressive cities like Ogden City to test out some of this innovation to see if we can find the correct solution is such an amazing opportunity. You know, I grew up in South Ogden, and so Weber State has always been a part of my family's life. My parents graduated from there. Everybody in my family graduated from there. And so this entire time while working at Nilsson Homes, I've said, we got to work with Weber State more. And so we've done these little projects and participated in various different things. But this partnership or joint venture, whatever you want to call it, is so much more meaningful, where we are committed together to figure out the solution to housing affordability. So we're very excited about this. And I have to thank Mayor Nadolski and Councilman Ritchie and all the council members and the city staff at Ogden City, because here we brought to them something completely new that in many cases municipalities can say, go do that somewhere else, we're not going to be a part of this. And we bring to them this technology of building a house out of styrofoam, literally, and they were willing to take the extra time to look at it, because once you take the extra time and look at it, it's very brilliant technology. I was able to meet the inventor of this technology, and he based it off of the turtle shell, that apparently the inside of the turtle shell is soft, but the outside is hard, and for some reason that makes something so structurally sound that it becomes fire resistant, earthquake resistant, tornado resistant, all these things. So anyway, I just want to thank again Weber State, thank again Ogden City. What we're doing here just might be something to completely revolutionize the home building industry, and so it's an exciting day. So I'd like to introduce Mayor Nadolski. Come on up here. Like I mentioned, we're very grateful to have elected officials that are progressive and can think outside the box. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Jed. Look, thanks everybody for being here today. I want to say something. I might be known for my candor and my straight talk. So let me just say that the definition and the paradigm of affordability has changed across the country. And there is not a single mayor in the United States of America that can control the factors the macroeconomic factors that have forced that on our families. I don't care what politicians say, they can't control those factors. But the things that we can control are our mindset. We can control the people we surround ourselves with. And as your mayor, I am so proud to be surrounded by employees that embrace innovation. It took extra effort, not just extra time, extra training, to be able to review new products and new innovation and help to make sure that it fits within building codes. That takes extra care, right? It takes extra levels of partnership and energy. And I am so proud to say, and I want to highlight the fact that our employees take that extra step because it matters to them, and it matters to me, and it matters to every partner here today that our families can afford to put food on the table. It's no longer good enough for us to just talk about the cost of housing. We have got to also talk about the cost of household costs. These are pressures on families every single day. We're talking about the price of food and groceries, the price of the property that they purchase and the home that's built. That's the housing. What about the cost of energy, the cost of transportation? These are all the things that impact families every day. And we at the city are responsible for helping to make sure that they keep those costs down while also make sure that we're not increasing taxes. That's another cost that comes out of people's pockets. And money that's out of their pockets means food that's not on their table. And I really want to say that we are blessed to have a research institution like Weber State University that cares and understands and drives innovation in a way that solves real world problems for people every day. And we have the partners with Nielsen Homes that finds that innovation, connects the partnerships, brings it into our neighborhoods, and helps to solve a real world social challenge and frankly a crisis for housing. That's what Ogden does. We are a place where people come to innovate, where people come because they care. They come because there are problems that need to be solved for the greater good of humanity. And nowhere in this country does it better than Ogden City. I agree too. You thought you whispered it, but you didn't. You agree, I agree, we all agree. This is the right thing to do. We do the right things for the right reasons. We don't do it for political purposes. We do it for people. That's the job. And if we will never, ever lose sight of that, then we will do everything we can to help mitigate the costs of housing for families. And in so doing, we will also focus our efforts on every other cost that's impacting families so that Ogden is a place where people can come and lift themselves and thrive, knowing that they're surrounded by people that will help them do the same thing every day. That's the definition of community, and that is the heart and the spirit of the Ogden Way. So thank you to everybody who's here today who helps us lift people by helping them push through challenges like these. Thank you for innovating here and driving here and being here. This is us, this is Ogden, and this is the Ogden Way. God bless you all.
Thank you again all for coming. We're going to do a picture, so if people want to come forward and...
Are we going to do the ground?
Yeah.
Get the shovels?
Yeah, get the shovels and yeah.
Okay, sounds great. So let's get Mayor Nadolski up here. Ken Ritchie, Tom Hales, Weber State, Matt Meyer, Scott Lawley from Nielsen Homes, Mike Fisher. Is Mike here? Did I see Mike? And from Nielsen Homes, and Brian Raig.